So
Anger
we're
management.
good. This is, I don't even know what Mike's talking to anymore. This is Kenzie Vixen with Vixen's View, and we're here with Julia Ann.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
So, first of all, I want to congratulate you on Prop 60.
Thank you. Yes, defeating Prop 60, for those who don't know, it was in California. It was a lousy proposition, like so many are. Yeah, the adult industry, we band together and we were actually able to beat it. A lot of people don't understand that. They go, why wouldn't you? Because it was about condom use in adult film. But that was just the summary. In the 14 pages inside was a bunch of stuff that nobody would think was okay to actually pass. A bunch of hidden agendas, so not good.
Yeah, I had talked to Dan O'Connell of Girlfriends Films. Him and I were emailing back and forth on that whole thing. And it just, congratulations on getting that, spearheading that.
I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people say spearheaded it. I really don't feel I did. I feel like I just jumped in and started making social media avatars to bring awareness. But there were so many important people that were doing other things that just weren't as visual. And had any one of them not been there, we would have failed.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your website.
Okay.
For women, which, by the way, I love. Because I write from a very sex positive point of view, and I'm always empowering women and being very sex positive. So I love the website. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
It's a work in progress. I feel like I have bit off a lot, and I'm terrified of failing. I won't lie. Like, I'm always terrified of failing. I feel like I have a website called Julia Ann Live, okay? And it's a typical male run kind of focused site, right? You know, it's very common. Well, I have a lot of female followers, and I had a lot of female members, and I was really starting to realize during my live webcam chats that there was a huge conflict. That the men were like, I want to see your ass, and the women were like, how are the puppies? Like, it was like, and I would get to the point where I actually felt bad. I was like, well, I don't want to show my tits now because the women might get upset that I did what the guys kind of ordered me to do. But then if I don't show my tits, the guys are going to be upset because I'm talking about my dogs. So I didn't really know if I was coming or going. I was like, you know what, y'all need your own world.
Yeah, exactly.
So I decided to do something which men already have a plethora. You guys have all these places where you can see girls in bikinis, and you can buy shaving accessories for your faces. Like, you can shop, you can work out on these magazines. You know, they have all this information, right? And sex. Where is it where women can do yoga, can discuss diets and meal plans, they can meditation, beauty tutorials, makeup, and see sex? Like, where is that? So I decided I was going to do that, and I'm very alone in that. I have an amazing woman helping me, Vicky Vat, who helps me run my site. And an amazing camera person that helps me with my content, and amazing friends, and amazing members already that really just have formed a world inside of it of support and love and care for each other, which is really what I wanted. But yeah, I'm kind of a lone wolf in it, so I'm like, oh, I don't know. Do I write about shoes? So I try to write about things I know, which I have a disease called interstitial cystitis, and now it's called IC. But so it's basically ulcers in my bladder wall is the best to describe it, and it comes with a lot of issues, and it could even potentially bedridden somebody. So I feel like, well, yeah, let's discuss that, because we have issues. I'm perimenopausal. It's a horrible thing. I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't gotten there yet, I'm just sorry. It's coming. If you're there with me now, I'm sorry. It sucks. And if you're over it, I hate you, because you're now happy. But these are real, and there's nothing that says that we can't be funny, sexy, aging, younger, older, larger, smaller, taller, shorter. It doesn't matter what you are. I'm hoping that you can come to the site and you can feel empowered, that you can feel that you're no different than anybody else, that you can enjoy camaraderie, friendship, yoga, and yeah, sex between women who are really loving each other, and women. I don't shoot anybody under 21 because I don't think if you can't crack a beer, I don't think you haven't had a life experience to be able to say I'm women. I am women, by Julia Ann. I want women.
So what is the typical age range of girls you shoot then?
Well, so far, the youngest one, Jenna Sativa, I believe she's probably 22. But generally, they range so far. Most of them are probably in their mid-30s. But that's because they were some of my favorite people. And so I just like, will you shoot with me? I love you. I just adore you. Will you shoot with me? And that's really what it's about. So when I ask women if they want to shoot, it's because I know they want to shoot with me. And I don't want to hire somebody who doesn't want to shoot with me.
Right.
Because that's not genuine. I also only want to shoot women who really like women. You don't have to be a lesbian. You have to like boobs. That's how I say it. You have to like boobs. You can't be scared of boobs. Because I want eye contact, and I want kissing, and I want affection, and I want to be able to stop and stare and hold, a girl's head in my hands and just say you're beautiful, and have it resonate with her, and not her look around because she's uncomfortable because she's young and in this business and she's not secure. Mm-hmm. I want her to look at me and go, and I want it to be real.
And I think that's a really valid point that you said about the younger girls,
yeah.
And that, you're not a woman, you're still a girl. Like that whole, I'm in my mid-30s, so
yeah.
I don't think as a woman, I don't think you really figure out your sexual identity and what you like and what you don't.
Yes.
You're not secure and confident in that until you hit your 30s.
And also the Women by Julianne, it's not about the women that are in it, it's about the women it's for. That's what the title is. It's Women by Julianne. It's a place for women by Julianne. I could end up having people on there that don't gender identify. I could end up having performers on there that are transgender. I could have anything in the world that I want that I think that the viewer, the women out there could identify with on some level. And that's what I'm hoping to give, a wide range of people that they can relate to. And I don't want to stifle that by saying, no, it has to be this or no, it has to be that. Like, I want options.
Interactive.
I want interactive options. I have a woman on there whose son decided that he wanted to be her daughter. And she's being supportive of her possible transgender child, and so wouldn't having transgender performers come on, and even if it's interviews, even if it's articles, editorials, or sex, whatever it is, why not? Because she's going to look at them and relate to them, or maybe she's going to say, you know what, I want my child to join up. Maybe it's an older child. When I say child, 25. Older woman. So child is much older. This young adult. I want her to be able to say, you know what, there's a website I belong to, and yeah, there's sex on it, but there's a lot of stuff, and I actually think you might find some support there. I want that,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not only for that mother, but for that grown child.
Yes, for that young adult as well. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a tall order. I'm really good at having ideas, but I get a little terrified every now and again that I took on something that perhaps I won't be able to deliver, like they won't be happy. I'm a little terrified, I can't lie. So I'm really super happy with those who have supported me and are going forward and are members of my site. Some people have said, well, why, women don't generally join sites. Well, but we don't ever have anything like that. And the reason I didn't make it free was I couldn't control it. So I didn't want to have just anybody be able to join the site and then come in and try to make it like all the other sites out there. I didn't want aggressive people joining and then trying to control it or speaking in ways that it wasn't genteel enough for the group. So I couldn't do that if it were free, because anybody could come in and talk, insult, and I didn't want that.
They'd be trolling it.
They could just come in and insult people, and my whole purpose is it's a safe environment.
Yeah, definitely. And so, with membership, that they have that camaraderie, they find that. Is there anything else that comes with the membership? Do they have access to you?
With the membership, we do, unless I'm shooting or out of town, like at a signing like this, we do weekly community chats, and basically we come on for an hour and we all discuss whether it's sex, whether it's what we did in our week. Sometimes somebody goes, I've been having migraines. Other people in the chat go, I have migraines too, so we talk about it. Or we talk about a sex scene that I did because they have questions. Or maybe somebody's suffering a breakup, so we discuss breakups and how we handle them. It's whatever the community needs. We also, like I said, I'm trying to meditation. I did a small meditation thing because I really wanted something where women, or even men, could be sitting at their desk and just, if they didn't want to watch it, they could at least listen to it in their headphones and do it with us. It's like 15 minutes. 15 minutes to check in with yourself. Anybody could do that. I wanted that. Like I said, I used to have a nutritionist, so I had a dietary plan. So I shared all of my menu ideas with them, all the stuff that I ever did. And I had to explain I hate fish. So if you're wondering why there's not fish on my really super, super happy, healthy diet, it's because I hate it. You can always add fish.
I grew up in New England and I hate seafood.
I hate fish. So yeah, just switch out the chicken for fish, okay? But I just really wanted to share. I want to eventually have product placement in there, but I don't want to just do any product placement. I want stuff I've tried or stuff I kind of like. I have girlfriends in the industry say, "You're like the Oprah of porn." I was like, I'm working on it because I want them to trust what I'm saying. I don't want to give them something bad for them or something I will go, that sucks, bro. Put it on there because I'll make a buck. I'm really not into it.
And some random lube and some random sex toy.
No, I'm totally not into that. I have girlfriends who make jewelry. So I posted stuff to their Etsy stores. I want also to support each other's dreams. So if we have women that are trying to make something, I want to help promote what they're making. I have one that makes dog harnesses, the cutest dog harnesses ever, I swear. Fufu Fido, I absolutely love it. So I have her stuff on there because, I want to support them in their adventures.
Women supporting women. It's basically the concept in every aspect.
I do have some men on this, and typically I find they're either more genteel and they don't like the aggression of some of the other male-dominant sites, or they are on the cusp of figuring out whether they're bisexual or not and need some support. I've had some that have had relatives die, and they literally will come on and talk about how they had to go through hospice, and the other women who have been through hospice with family members swoop in on the forum, and that they all just start supporting. That's amazing, because a lot of men need that too, and they actually find that female support and stability within the forum.
So, just switching gears for a second here.
Yes.
You've been in the industry since 1992. Is that accurate? Yeah. Wow.
First thing I shot was 92, came out in 93, and it was up for an award in 94. Yeah.
So, with all of that work and everything that you've accomplished, how do you take time for yourself? How do you find time for yourself?
I sit on my sofa, I watch Law and Order, I cover myself with stinky, smelly dogs, and maybe a heating pad if it's chilly. And I drink my protein shake in the morning, which I will nurse for a good 5 hours while I watch TV. And that is my taking time for myself.
That's awesome. What kind of dogs?
I have rescues. I have a Chihuahua, that they were trying to sell in a pet store window, and I said I would absolutely not buy him, but I would give them, because they wanted like $1,000. I said, I will give you a $250 adoption fee because I would never actually let you make money on this dog because this dog is sick and he's got to come home with me. $10,000 later, I found out exactly what was wrong with that dog. Although they only got $250 out of me, and I'm proud. Okay, so that's Machi. I have Mandy, who's a Brussels Griffon, who actually they're a rarer breed. They're not as they're not as bred out as what Chihuahuas and Pit Bulls and other animals are. But there was a breeder actually who relinquished her back from somebody, and this person had debarked her a couple times, and she just felt she wasn't a very fit home, and she offered her to me, and so I adopted her, got her fixed, and so that's Mandy. And then I have my Connie Corso, who was free on Craigslist at 9 weeks old. A purebred female Connie Corso, and they said the clinches, we don't know what's wrong with her. I took her to the vet and found out she only was born with one functioning kidney, and the other one was becoming a cyst engulfing her body and was going to kill her. So after a very touch and go surgery, my baby is now 120 pounds from 10 pounds at 9 weeks old.
Wow. Wow.
So those are my 3 babies and 1 foster right now, Connie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you go back to your business, but thank you so much for sitting here with us.
Absolutely.
It was great to meet you.
You too. Thank you for your support.
No problem. Thank you.